Hello guys, it's Moshokman 1000 here, and in this video I'm going to respond to a video of a man named Bart Ehrman. I'm going to refute the arguments and claims that he made in that video. If you do not know who Bart Ehrman is, he is a New Testament scholar and a professor of religious studies at the University of North Carolina. He is also an atheist who used to be a Christian. He has done many speeches, lectures, and has written many books that attack the Bible and attack Christianity. Many Christians are losing their faith because of Bart Ehrman's arguments and attacks against Christianity, and as a Christian I feel obliged to defend my religion and counterattack his arguments. I am also going to post the link to the video in the description down below. So, Bart Ehrman's first claim is, the Gospels don't claim to be written by eyewitnesses. This argument is false because in John 21 verse 24, the author claimed that he is an eyewitness who testifies to the things which were written in the Gospels, and he also claimed that he is the one who wrote the Gospel of John. Moreover, in Luke chapter 1 verses 1 to 4, Luke also claimed that he got his information from eyewitnesses. Bart Ehrman's second claim is the Gospels are anonymous. While it is true that the authors of the Gospels never wrote, "I am Matthew writing this" or "I am Mark writing this," I will refute this argument using 3 points. My first point is that at that time and culture it was very normal and common to write about yourself in third person when writing a book. For example, Josephus, Xenophon, Plato, Plutarch, Porphyry, and other people who lived around the time/culture did this. Josephus wrote Josephus also when he had settled these rules for determining causes by the law, in his book called Jewish Wars. Xenophon wrote, "There was in the army a certain Xenophon, an Athenian, who accompanied the army neither as a general, nor as a captain, nor as a private soldier," in his book called Anabasis. Like both of these scholars described themselves in third person, they did not write, "I am Xenophon, an Athenian in the army," or "when I had settled these rules for determining causes by the law." So it was not weird or unusual for the authors of the Gospels to describe themselves in third person and not introduce themselves explicitly. The second point is that we Christians believe and know that the four Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, were written by the four apostles, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, because all of the early church fathers, along with multiple Christian authors who lived 2,000 years ago, all agreed that the four apostles are the authors of the four Gospels. If it is true that the authors of the Gospels are unknown, the claims regarding who wrote them would be very inconsistent, would vary, and there would never be a universal agreement regarding who wrote them. For example, no one knows who wrote the book of Hebrews, and because of this, some believe Paul wrote it, some believe Apollo wrote it, some believe Barnabas wrote it, some believe some random church elder wrote it. Like there is no universal agreement, and all the accounts vary and are inconsistent, unlike the authorship claims of the four Gospels, which are consistent. My third point is that the original manuscripts of the Gospels have not been found yet, so it is possible that the authors originally wrote their names in the original manuscripts of the Gospels. Mr. Ehrman's third claim is, the Gospels do not claim to be written by Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Well, a Greek philosopher named Plutarch wrote 50 biographies, yet he never wrote his name in any of those 50 biographies, and never claimed to have written them. But people believe that those 50 biographies were written by Plutarch because of the historical attribution, the same reason why Christians believe that the four Gospels were written by the four apostles. The funny thing is that atheists and Bible skeptics such as Bart Ehrman doubt the Bible and attack the Bible for being anonymously written, but they don't attack or doubt the works of Plutarch because it's not the Word of God, almost as if there's a double standard. Mr. Ehrman's fourth claim is, the Gospels were written in Greek, Jesus' language was Aramaic. First of all, it is possible that Jesus was multilingual and also spoke other languages such as Greek. I believe that when the Gospels quote Jesus and then translate it from Aramaic into Greek, it means that Jesus originally said it in Aramaic. But if the Gospels quote Jesus without any translations, then Jesus originally said it in Greek. Second of all, if Jesus spoke Aramaic and the Gospels were written in Greek, so what? It does not damage the reliability or historicity. Many documentaries and biographies were written/made in a language that the characters did not originally speak in. I believe that the reason why the apostles wrote the Gospels in Greek, is because Greek was the common, normal, international language at that time. It was the language that most people spoke in at that time. So they want the Gospels to be more accessible to everyone. If the Gospels were written in Aramaic, the Gospels wouldn't really be famous and popular. And the Gospels wouldn't really reach the Gentiles and wouldn't be accessible to the majority of people at the time, and would only be popular among the Jews and among Aramaic speaking people. Like the Gospels wanted, the apostles wanted the Gospels to be accessible to everyone. So they wrote it in the most common language at the time, Greek, or more precisely, Koine Greek. Now, before I end this video, I would like to make some announcements about my YouTube channel. So tomorrow I am going to upload more The Evil Within videos. And if this video gets 10 likes, I would probably upload a Resident Evil 3 remake gameplay video.